You are listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara Carlton Cole. Still to come, going to take a look back. Michael Carrick's first game as United manager. Absolutely brilliant. Best I've seen him play all season. You can have your say on that. 03 717 223344. We'll look at my boys Spurs. Lost 2-1 at home to a pathetic West Ham side and looked like it was their cup final.
I'm down.
Spurs are back. Spurs boss Thomas Frank after the game answering whether he feels he's the right man to take the club forward despite the current outrage from the fans.
Yeah, no doubt about that. I feel there was such a good energy in this week with both Connor coming in, John coming in. The boys trained very well. I think you can see in the team they really fight for each other and for the club. They do put everything in there. We just need to keep going forward. I think it was very clear also with Vinay's letter that there's a lot of things and changes going in the right direction. We are in transitional season with a super tanker. We're turning around. We still need to win more football matches. We still need to work unbelievable hard to win more games, and we will do that.
Yeah, it was Thomas Frank speaking. I think I'm going to GJ. He's a Spurs fan. All right, GJ?
How you doing, boys? You all right?
I'm all right, matey. I'm all right. What'd you make
of that sentence?
I was at the game. I was in corporate, actually. Imagine spending all that money to watch that.
Corporate, but mate, where are we getting these callers from? They've all got big bank.
I know, GJ. He got no bank.
Everyone's in the corporate boxing. That's why there's no one on the seats.
He got no bank.
Everyone's in the.
He lives in Luton.
Everyone's in the penthouse. What's going on?
Mate, I had to raid the piggy bank. But, yeah,
Go on, mate.
Yeah, just like at the final whistle, man. This clown manager of ours, he should have been marched off the premises at the final whistle. Not even allowed to say goodbye to the players.
I'm not a clown.
You cannot lose to West Ham. They are garbage.
Well, all right, bro, relax, man. Just have some.
No, but
respect.
you are garbage.
Have some decorum, bro.
No, but you are.
No. Have some respect. Relax.
No, but it's fine.
No, but listen, you got beat.
Yeah, I know, but it's fine. You played all right at the weekend. You cup final and you played well. But you are terrible.
All right, mate.
And we can't lose that game.
You lot are ganging up on me now, yeah? This is what you're doing.
Back.
Yeah, exactly.
But you are garbage. I mean, like I wanted us
Just
to
like
send
you were last
down.
season, eh?
Yeah, fair enough. But look, Arsenal were going to win the league, right? And I've already accepted that. But at least us sending you down would have been a nice consolation prize because you can't stand us, right?
Spurs are back.
And I'll tell you what, this manager, right? At least Ange Postecoglou divided fans because he had some supporters. But with Frank, it's unanimous. Everyone wants him to go. We can't continue with him because I'll tell you this now. Jamie, have you seen our February fixtures, mate?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Mate, I'm telling you, we could get relegated if we stay with him. I'm not saying that for like clicks or whatever. I'm being serious. We're only 10 points.
No, we're not going down, GJ. We're not going down.
Okay. But do you think, I think we're trending that way if we stay with this clown? I think we are, mate. I do.
Listen, we're not going to go down, GJ. The problem we've got with Thomas Frank is there ain't no one else out there right now to come in. Right? I think Spurs are worried about taking an interim manager and it getting worse because you've got to get someone to come in as an interim. And they don't know who that guy is. There ain't many out there, right? Who's out of a job, who can take the job until the end of the season. If they want the job, they'll probably want it for 3 years, right? That's if you're going to go and get a manager. So I think you've got to be patient.
Yeah.
Listen, they're not happy. Let me tell you, the board at Spurs are not happy with how it's going. They're not happy. The style of play, the way it's going, the players are not on board with what Thomas Frank's doing. It doesn't seem to be a style of play. But if you sack him, that's half the job. That's half the job, GJ. You've got to go and get someone else.
Mate, I would take the Senegal coach. You know when he took the players off, right, after that penalty, those players showed more fight when they weren't on the pitch than our clowns when they are on the pitch.
So
we're an absolute joke, mate.
So
I'm not a clown.
Would you have walked off the pitch as well? Eh? Would you have been down the tunnel?
You mean yesterday? No,
GJ, I think the plan.
You want Thomas Frank to walk down the tunnel with
I don't
his
want
players.
Thomas Frank to walk down the tunnel. I think that the club will stick with Thomas Frank to try and turn this bus around, and get some decent results. You know, because the away form, you could argue, has been okay, right? Try and get some points, build to the end of the season, see how it goes.
Tip truck.
I think they go after Pochettino in the summer. I think you go after him after the World Cup. You get a deal in place. You back him in the summer. You start getting feelers in.
Turn it around.
He says he's going to join
that tip
Tottenham.
Turn that tip truck around, mate.
That's what I think Spurs should do. Whether they do that, that's what I think they should do.
Yeah, I mean, but Pochettino, I don't really like the idea of going back to an old manager, but there is, I'm with you that there is a sense of like unfinished business, and he said that himself, didn't he? Right? But whoever we get, you have to back the manager. I just want to say one final point. Actually, you was talking about the quality of the Premier League. I totally agree with you. I think football, the Premier League, has been an absolute joke in terms of quality. I think there's been as many 0-0 draws or more 0-0 draws already this season than there were in the entire last season. And I blame Arsenal. They started this trend of like set pieces, delaying. I think the ball's in play less. And we're bad for it. We're bad for it. I mean, like Thomas Frank, I think he said he was holding auditions for long throws. I mean, what kind of rubbish is that?
I agree. The Premier League, listen, there's been some great games this season. There has been some great games. I was sat in here with Cundy on a Saturday and during the week. There's been some brilliant games. But the style of play this season has differed massively.
I reckon you could
get a game. Massive low
I reckon you could get a game right now. As long as you sort out your long throws, you get in the team. You get in the team, game.
It has been very much a set-piece league this season. Low block, set-piece league.
Mate, Tony Pulis' team, yeah? They'll win the league.
Mate, they'll be fifth, mate. Stoke.
They'll win the
Everington, Jermaine Pennant. Yeah.
Get on Crouchy's head.
Yeah, Crouchy, Kenwyn Jones, Jonathan Waters.
Oh, mate. They're winning the league. They're winning the league, mate.
Jonathan Waters will be like Haaland in this league. Unbelievable. JJ, thanks for your call. I'm going to go to Paul. He's a Spurs fan. Paul.
Oh, mate.
Are you okay, guys? You all right?
I'm all right, Paul. How are you?
Mate, the fact that you wanted to relegate us, yeah? It backfired in your face. This says it all for Spurs fans at the moment. Brilliant.
Paul, what do you think of Thomas Frank?
To be quite fair, right? I mean, I feel a bit sorry for him, really, because I mean,
in what way?
Talking about, well, put it this way, right? I mean, the last caller, I've been talking about bringing Pochettino back, and I've been hearing that all weekend. But you can't compare Pochettino and Thomas Frank because I mean, under Pochettino, right, we had Dele Alli, Harry Kane, and Son in their prime.
Yeah,
he had a much better team.
Yeah,
right. Thomas Frank has got a drab. I mean, this team has got now last season finished 17th. You know what I mean? He's got players like Odebear, Koulibaly. You know what I mean? To me, those players are just jokers. I don't like them. You know what I mean? So, and also Sri Lanka's always injured.
Yeah.
I mean, you got
Kulusevski's out. Yeah. And I hear you, Paul. I agree with you to a certain extent. I do. The team ain't as good as what Pochettino had, but Thomas Frank should do more with what he's got.
It's just who we are, mate.
Yes, I agree. But if you think about it, right? I mean, Tottenham, right? We had about in the last 20 years about 15 different managers. We can't keep on sacking managers. We can't keep on.
I know, but you got. I hear what you're saying. When people say, and it annoys me when people say, "I feel sorry for him." You know, people say, "I felt sorry for Amorim." I feel sorry for Thomas Frank. Mate, you know these guys are on £6 million plus a year.
Mate,
you know, you don't feel sorry for someone. Like, this his job is to get results. That's why he's been hired at a top football club.
Step by step. Step by step.
I agree. But
step by step.
If you look at our recruitment for the last 5 years, it's been poor. It's been absolutely.
You've got some good players.
Yeah.
You got some good players. You was telling me the last time when we was on their last show.
There ain't enough good players. That recruitment's not been good enough.
But let me tell you something as well.
And that ain't Thomas Frank's fault.
Where did you finish last season? 17th.
Yeah.
So if you finish 14th this year, that's an improvement. Yeah. So you're going in the right direction.
No, I disagree with that.
You're going in the right direction. You got to move on.
No,
like, you want too much too soon, Jamie. Just relax. Thomas Frank is at the wheel. He's the man for you.
He's not.
Give him a chance.
I know he's your mate, but pipe yourself down.
Who said he's my mate? He ain't my mate.
Mate,
he's your mate. He's your mate. He's working for you.
Out of your mouth.
Mate, if you finish 14th this season, yeah, it's an improvement from last season. Then he's done his job. Hey?
Carlton, are you taking a mick?
That's your guy. You're the one that appointed him. That's what I'm saying.
Listen, mate, you're taking a mick.
Why?
You're taking a mick.
Are you upset about that?
Obviously, because I'm a Spurs fan, obviously.
To be fair, Paul, Carlton said this the other day.
I said it.
And he was like, I think you got to stick with Thomas Frank. You got to give him time. I'm just not convinced, mate.
Mate, I'm telling you.
I'm not convinced.
I'm telling you, that's your guy.
I genuinely want to back
You finished 17th last season.
But, yeah, I know, but we can't forget last season. He's
can't, because it's an improvement.
Okay, but can I ask you a question, then? If you're going to be a Thomas Frank, who's going to replace him?
Nobody.
Who's going to replace him?
I don't know.
Who's out there?
Well,
who's out there?
But that's the problem. There's no point getting rid of Thomas Frank if you ain't got someone lined up.
Exactly. If you think about Tottenham, Man United, what potentialities, who wants the job? Who wants it?
Well, everyone wants the job. Everyone still wants the job at Man United and Tottenham. They're massive football clubs. Of course they want the job.
Yes, okay, Spurs are big stuff, but if you think about it, right, if you come with
Spurs are big side.
If you come with Tottenham, the manager, within 6 months you'll be sacked. Within 6 months. We need an overhaul with the players. The players are not good enough.
So it's not Thomas Frank's fault.
No, look, honestly, look at our goalkeepers. We've got 2 keepers who are rubbish. Vicario Wright is a joke. Vicario Wright is an absolute joke. It's not Thomas Frank's fault, is it?
Yeah, he inherited that.
No, listen, he has inherited a poor...
I told you that last game. I told you that.
And he's got injuries, but I expect him from, him coming in, the job was for him to step up from Brentford to a big role and improve this team. And he hasn't done that.
He needs 3 or 4 windows. Take the ones that...
He's not
remember,
getting 3 or 4 windows. He's not getting 3 or 4 windows.
Put it this way. All right, let me just say something seriously for you, yeah? Your guys' mentality, your mentality, yeah? You've had last season was a loser mentality. You had a loser mentality, yeah? It's not about the player, it's about their mentality. You've got some good players there, right? Now, once you've got that loser mentality, you got to kind of weed that loser mentality out. Just like, when you go 1-0 down, the type of player to come out of that and say, no, that's all right, we're still in the game, go again, get 1 goal, 2 goals. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal got that winning mentality because when they go down, they could come back. Do you know what I mean? Straight away, answer straight away, basically. You lot are still got that loser mentality, and that's that 17th spot mentality. And his job is to weed that out, and that's going to take because you got players in there that you need to get rid of because they're bringing your mentality down. So you need to fix your mentality first before you get rid of your manager. But it's his job to do it. But he's going to need 3 or 4 windows to do that because he needs to change those players.
I'm not having it.
You're not having it. You're just not having it. Because...
I'm not having his style of play.
Right, bring Ange back then. Bring Ange back.
I don't want Ange back, but I'm not convinced with Thomas Frank.
At least it was more exciting.
What is his style of play? What is it? What was it at Brentford last season? What was it?
Solidarity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, brilliant. That's well exciting. Great football. That's solidarity.
You needed that from what you had last season. You needed a level ground to start from, to grow from, fertile soil.